All right, and welcome back to Radio Wasteland. We were listening to our guest, Mack Maloney, talk about, I mean, I know it's not high strangeness, it's not skinwalkers, I just didn't know what to call it when you put it all into one thing, into one basket of crazy.
We were talking about the unexplained, we were talking about all of it.
But it was like all over the place. So from his book here, I'm really interested in this thing. 10 real military X-Files, top places to see a UFO, Haunted USA, Mystery Sounds, 12 really bad military ideas. That would have been a fun one.
That would have been a good one.
Worst spies ever, spooky action at a distance, when UFOs are not flying saucers, 15 weird facts about Roswell, 15 really weird things about outer space, lots and lots of stuff. That's like a tenth of the chapters that are in this thing,
Well, I said it during break, and I've got to say it again, but jellyfish UFO, man. That is something. That is Lovecraftian.
That is Lovecraftian. Go ahead, say his name, show how big of a nerd you are.
Okay, so what I said during break is that this guy basically told us that Yog-Sothoth was real, and we just, went on to the next topic. But it's like, that is blowing my mind.
I'm just saying, you're a nerd when you go to Yog instead of Cthulhu, When you all of a sudden each of their names.
Cthulhu is such a sellout, I mean, he's fine.
The father of space eyes,
right.
Yog.
Yeah, but it's like Cthulhu, like, I'm happy for him, but he...
Yeah, totally. He's not the same.
He gets a lot
Since fame came,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you've got all these other elder gods who really, I think, are just as deserving.
Right.
You've got, your Nyarlathotep, you've got your Azathoth, you've got...
I'm impressed that you're pronouncing these. These are words I'm familiar with, and when I read them, I know what they are, but saying them out loud, it must just be my circle of friends. I don't really live in a world where anybody gives a rat's ass about H.P. Lovecraft other than me. Yeah.
Okay, it's a big thing with millennials, which is weird because I will tell people
it's like H.P. Lovecraft, and people are, who's that? And I'm just all like, if Stephen King is the father of modern horror, then he's the grandfather of modern horror.
I think of him as like, when I think of like Harry Potter, I think he's that big, but I'm sure he's not.
Yeah.
But like, that's what he's like in my friend circle, so I don't know.
And there's so much potential conspiracy theory there because it's all connected between like magic, mysticism, and space.
Right.
Exactly. It's like it's all space and science, but we perceive it as mysticism. But he's really explaining it like it's science. It's interesting the way that he puts it out there.
It's like an alien invasion. Like Cthulhu is an alien invasion story.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But done in a way that I think really gives the aliens credit for how weird they would actually be.
Right.
And how terrifying it would be to be visited by an advanced civilization. It's not just they're in, fancier vehicles. They are incomprehensible. Looking at them breaks your brain.
Right. Yeah. That was always my favorite thing of looking at them drove you mad.
Yeah. Exactly.
He kept his stories pretty short. He'd be all, tentacles, bat wings, warts, drive you mad, He just kind of summed that up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the influence is kind of all over the place. Like even DC Comics, anybody out there who's into DC Comics, Trigon and all that stuff, that's definitely...
Oh, yeah.
Trigon's whole backstory is Cthulhu, basically, only they made him a four-eyed Raven's dad. I don't know if you follow any of that stuff. But I guess...
Yeah, we veered off topic a little bit. Who cares about Mack Maloney? We're going to talk about Lovecraft.
But yeah, I just found so much of this stuff fun. He's there's a lot of people that I look at them and say, I'm working at becoming them. I would like to be them. I'm working at becoming them.
And that's definitely the case for this.
No, then there's this other category of people who I look at and I wish I was like them, but I know I'm not.
Okay, that's fair.
Like I don't think I have the ability to research on this level.
you don't have it in you to be Mack Maloney.
I don't. No,
you could be his understudy.
There's a lot of TV to watch, There's a lot of TV out there that,
Yeah.
Somebody's got to watch it.
So we're like the bulk rate Mack Maloney. We're like, kind of the janky Mack Maloney that's left in the bin after the day after Mack Maloney Day.
Well, it's like this. As a musician,
Mm-hmm.
playing in bands over the years, a lot of the time I've had conversations with people where they're all, yeah, I like this, that, and the other thing about music and this, and they're all, but I don't really know because you're like a musician and you're the one who really knows. And I'm just all, there's no point in being a musician unless there's fans out there. Fans can know just as much as the other people. You know what I mean? That's what you do. So it's like, we're the fans.
We are the fans.
And this guy hit the nail on the head of what I'm a fan of. And that is just weird stuff. Weird business. Yeah. Weird business.
Well, we do a lot of talking about basically, the strange that's kind of grounded in the real. We do a lot of shows that are with people who are as skeptical as we are, basically. Yeah. We're just talking about, there's this weird thing that happened. There's, maybe some explanations for it. And then we do shows like this one where it's like, you really get a sense of like the mystery and the wonder of the world when you're just hit with thing after thing after thing that's so bizarre.
Yeah, and also going back to what you just said there, that are skeptical like us, I think we need to broaden our vocabulary. I don't know what word to use, so I'm going to put this on you. You're the writer. Come up with a word for us. I think skeptic carries an implication that we're automatically like, nah, but whatever. Yeah, it's like I want a word that's like agnostic for what I am.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just don't know. Tell me more. I don't know. I'm not going to believe you, but tell me more.
I feel like that's kind of what, skeptical was supposed to mean. Yeah. And it's kind of drifted away.
It's been hijacked.
Yeah, it has been hijacked by, but it's supposed to mean, doesn't make any assumptions, but it's assumes everything is as boring as possible.
Right, yeah.
So,
All right, you're listening to Radio Wasteland. Come on back in a second and find out what we got going on next week.